In this video, we'll discuss previous year's question of JAM Economics paper that involves two variable calculus. Two variable calculus मतलब basically involve limit, continuity, partial derivative and differentiability. JAM Economics का मैथ्स का जो पोर्शन होता है वहाँ पे इस पार्ट से जो क्वेश्चन आए थे उस क्वेश्चन का सोल्यूशन हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे. So basically we'll not only discuss solution, we'll also talk about a short trick, a few tricks that will help you to solve this kind of question as well. So let us start. The first question is from 2024 जो एक 2 marks का question था और वो एक MSQ था. So more than one option can be correct in this way. So here the function is given as fxy is equal to x square y upon x4 plus y to the 4 when xy not is equal to 0 0 and 0 when xy equal to 0 0 means origin. So here you have to tell which of the following answers are correct. Four options are given involving limit, continuity and partial derivative. So let us discuss them one by one. First of all, let us try to find the limit of the function at 0 0. तो ऐसे फंक्शन के लिए हम जो चीज यूज करेंगे वो है दिस रिजल्ट. So basically this kind of function doesn't have a limit at 0 0. So how will you show this? We'll use this particular result. What does it say? If you can find two different paths along which fxy approaches to two different limit as xy tends to ab, then the limit does not exist. तो यहाँ पे भी हम ऐसा दो पाथ ढूंढेंगे such that this particular function will fail to have same limit along them. So क्या क्या हो सकता है वो path? So we'll only take the expression of fxy when xy is not is equal to 0 0 and that expression is x square y upon x4 plus y square. हमें लिमिट कैलकुलेट करना है टेंड्स टू 0 0 में. Now if you take the first path y is equal to 0, so along y equal to 0 this expression will become x square times 0 upon x4 plus 0 square. Now if you take the limit as xy tends to 0 0, note that the expression is nothing other than 0. So this is basically becoming limit xy tends to 0 0 of the function 0. So you are getting 0 along y equal to 0. Now let us change the path to y equal to x to the 4 x square. Now what will happen along this path? Along this path this expression will become x square and now at the place of y we'll be putting x to the power 2. So once again x square upon x4 plus y square means x4 and then we'll be taking the limit as xy tends to 0, 0. So that is becoming limit xy tends to 0, 0, half. ऊपर है x to the power 4 upon 2x to the power 4. So it is half. So this time you are getting the value of limit at half. So you have found two different paths. One is y equal to 0, one other is y equal to x to the power 4, such that if xy approaches to two different limit, one limit है 0, another limit है half, as xy tends to ab, यहाँ पे ab है 0, 0. So definitely the limit does not exist according to this result. So definitely a is wrong, limit exist नहीं करेगा. Now recall one thing, that limit exist नहीं कर रहा है, limit fxy as xy tends to 0, 0 does not exist. Does not exist मतलब f is not continuous at 0, 0. क्यों? Because if xy अगर 0, 0 में continuous होता, had it been continuous at 0, 0, then definitely limit has to exist at that place and the value of the limit has to be 0. That means f of 0, 0, this one. But यहाँ पे तो limit exist ही नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो definitely यहाँ पे function continuous नहीं है. So this is true. So now let us come to the part of partial derivative. So first we'll start with partial derivative with respect to x at 0, 0. So what is the formula for that? Let us calculate it here. The formula for fx at ab is this, and now we are here, our a is 0, b is 0, because we are calculating the partial derivative at 0, 0. So fx 0, 0 will be limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus h 0 minus f of 0, 0 upon h. So now note, if one component is 0, any one component is 0, then the functional value will be 0. यहाँ पे y 0 है, तो definitely fxy will turn out to be 0. So this is actually limit h tends to 0, 0 minus f of 0, 0 is 0 by h. So this is 0. So fx 0, 0 is 0. So this option is correct. What does D say? D say that both fx and fy do not exist. दोनों ही exist नहीं कर रहे हैं. But we have just proved that fx exists at 0, 0. तो हमें चेक करने का जरूरत ही नहीं fy exist कर रहे हैं या नहीं. We'll just remove it from the correct answer. So the correct option is option B and C. Okay, so let us come to the next question. The next question is from 2023. It's a 2 marks question. Once again a multiple select question. So यहाँ पे भी एक से ज़्यादा ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो सकता है. तो यहाँ पे जो फंक्शन दिया गया है वो है fxy is equal to x square minus y cube upon x square plus y square when xy is not equal to 0, 0, and fxy equal to 0 when xy equal to 0, 0. तो हमें यहाँ पे भी बताना है कि what is the value of the partial derivative and whether the function is continuous at 0 0 or not. एंड यहाँ पे भी हम स्टार्ट करेंगे उस रिजल्ट से that if you can find two different paths along which fxy approaches to different limits, then limit of fxy does not exist. So first of all यहाँ पे भी हम दिखाएंगे कि लिमिट 0 0 में एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहे एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट it will fail to be continuous at 0 0. तो यहाँ पे हम फर्स्ट पाथ लेंगे, हम यहाँ पे भी लिमिट कैलकुलेट करेंगे। लिमिट कैलकुलेट करेंगे इस फंक्शन का 0 0 में, और उसके लिए हम फर्स्ट पाथ लेंगे along y equal to 0. So along y equal to 0, this expression will become what? X square upon x square. So if you take limit as xy tends to 0 0, that will become 1, and if you calculate the limit as x tends to x equal to 0, if you approach towards 0 0 along x equal to 0, it will become x part will vanish, so you will be left with just the y part, so that will become minus y cube by y square. So that will turn out to be limit of minus y as xy tends to 0 0, that means 0. So यहाँ पे भी we are getting two different value of limit along two different paths. So according to this result, limit does not exist, and limit does not exist at 0 0 means definitely it is not continuous there. So this first option is true, f is not continuous at 0 0. Next we have to calculate the partial derivative to answer the rest of the questions. So once again let us recall the formula for partial derivatives. Let us write it here. So let us start with fx of ab. यहाँ पे भी ab 0 0 है, so let us start calculating this. fx 0 0 is limit h tends to 0, f of h0, because a is 0 here, minus f of 0 0 by h, and if you put h0, h for x, 0 for y, you will be getting 1, isn't it? H square minus 0 cube upon h square plus 0 square. So you are getting 1. So f of h0 is 1, and it is given that f of 0 0 is 0 minus 0 by h, and you can see that this is basically the limit of h tends to 0, 1 upon h, that is tending to infinity. It does not exist at all. ये limit exist नहीं करता है, does not exist. So this is not true, and definitely D is true. Now let us calculate the third one fy, और fy के लिए हमारे पास ये फॉर्मूला होगा. So let us calculate fy. fy00 is equal to limit k tends to 0, f of 0k, putting a equal to 0, b equal to 0, minus f of 00 upon k. So f of 0k means you are putting x to be 0 in this expression and y to be k in this expression. So if you are putting y to be k, so then that part will become minus k cube by k square, whereas that part will vanish. X part will vanish, and the y part, for the putting y equal to k, you will be getting minus k cube by k square. So f of 0k will become minus k. So that is limit k tends to 0 minus k, and f00 is given to be 0, so by k. So that is limit minus k by k, that means minus 1. So this option is correct, C is correct. So here the correct option is A, C and D. This is the correct option. Well, let us now come to the next question. ये क्वेश्चन आए थे 22 में, और that is the MCQ. Only one option is correct. So here your expression is this: fxy equal to xy square upon x cube plus 2x square y plus y cube when xy not equal to 0, 0, and 0 when xy equal to 0, 0. So let us start with the same thing. This is a function which does not possess a limit at 0, 0 as well, और इसीलिए ये 0, 0 में कंटिन्यूअस भी नहीं होगा. तो इसके लिए भी हम दो पाथ ढूंढेंगे जहां पे along which f will give you two different limits. So the first path, let us take it y equal to 0. So if you are trying to calculate this limit xy square upon x cube plus 2x square y plus y cube as xy tends to 0, 0, along y equal to 0, note that this part will become 0 if you are putting y to be 0. So that is becoming limit xy tends to 0, 0. This part is becoming entirely 0, so 0. So the limit along y equal to 0 is 0. And now if you consider the limit along y equal to x, if you take it along y equal to x, then ये expression क्या बन जाएगा? By putting y equal to x, you will be getting x cube in the numerator, and the denominator first term will remain as it is, x cube. For the second term, it will be 2x square, put y equal to x, so x plus y cube means x cube. So now when you are taking the limit, that will becoming limit x cube upon x cube plus 2x cube plus x cube, so 4x cube. So it is becoming 1 upon 4. So once again you are getting two different limit along two different path. So definitely limit does not exist as xy tends to 0 0, fxy exist ही नहीं कर रहा है, so how will it be equal to f00? Unless it is becoming equal to f00, it will fail to be continuous. So f is not continuous at 0 0 is the correct option. Now this is an MCQ, so you do not need to check other options. So this is the only correct option for this question. Next we will solve this particular sum in an alternative method. और उस मेथड पे आपको बस 1 सेकेंड लगेगा इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए. इसके लिए आपको एक कंसेप्ट का ज़रूरत है, एंड दैट इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ होमोजीनियस फंक्शन. तो ये होमोजीनियस फंक्शन क्या है? सो लेट अस नोट द फंक्शन fxy. लुक केयरफुली, व्हेन xy इज नॉट इज इक्वल टू 0 0, इसका जो न्यूमरेटर है और जो डिनोमिनेटर है, इन दोनों का डिग्री सेम है. जैसे न्यूमरेटर में एक ही टर्म है xy². अब देखिए केयरफुली दैट xy² इस टर्म में x का पावर है 1, y का पावर है 2, सो द टोटल इज 3. एंड डिनोमिनेटर में यू हैव 3 टर्म्स, x³ plus 2x²y plus y³. Now each of the terms have the same degree, like x का है 3, 2x²y, x का 2 और y का 1, total once again 3 और y का 3. So here as well the common power is 3. So numerator and denominator when have the same common degree, this kind of function is called a homogeneous function. कुछ ऐसा और एग्जाम्पल दिया जाए होमोजीनियस फंक्शन का, जैसे कि हम यहाँ पे दो एग्जाम्पल कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, ये दोनों. पहले एग्जाम्पल पे हम देख सकते हैं कि ये कॉमन पावर है 2, न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर का कॉमन पावर है 2. सो दिस इज द होमोजीनियस फंक्शन. This part is the homogeneous function. Common power is 2, and here the common power is 3. This is also a homogeneous function. Now here's the thing, जब भी आपको कोई homogeneous function मिलेगा और जब भी आप fxy को ऐसे एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं जहाँ पे जब xy not is equal to 0 0, ये एक्सप्रेशन एक होमोजीनियस फंक्शन में दिया गया, तो 0 0 में कुछ भी वैल्यू हो जाए उसका लिमिट 0 0 में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा. दैट मीन्स वी हैव दिस फॉलोइंग रिजल्ट, दैट इफ यू हैव अ होमोजीनियस फंक्शन fxy which is of the homogeneous form when xy is not equal to 0 0, then whatever value you are considering for 0 0, कुछ भी वैल्यू हो जाए 0 0 में, उसका 0 0 में लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा. और लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं करने का मतलब है वो फंक्शन कभी भी 0 0 में कंटिन्यूअस नहीं होगा. तो यहाँ पे हमारे गिवन फंक्शन इज अ होमोजीनियस फंक्शन. हमारे फंक्शन होमोजीनियस फंक्शन है जब xy का वैल्यू 0 0 नहीं है, इसीलिए इट कैनॉट बी कंटिन्यूअस एट 0 0. सो दिस इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. सो इफ यू आर यूजिंग दिस मेथड, देन यू जस्ट नीड 1 second to solve it. So that's all. Thank you.